President Donald Trump has insisted that Paul Manafort's federal trial has nothing to do with him, and his name has made only cameo appearances during the trial. Which is why courtroom observers were startled on Thursday morning to hear the presiding judge, T.S. Ellis III, ask if Mr. Trump if he was present. And indeed he was. Story continued below. Mr. Trump, you're here for what? Ellis asked the court after he finished instructing jurors on their deliberations in Manafort's case and as he turned his attention to the day's other cases. Heads craned around the room. Even by the standards of Trump's wild reality show presidency, the president's appearance at Manafort's trial would be an astonishing spectacle. Perhaps he had come to personally announce that he was granting his disgraced former campaign chairman a pardon? Or might one of his sons, including the publicly combative Donald Trump Jr., be making a theatrical cameo to defend his father from special counsel Robert Mueller's witch hunt? Mr. Trump was in fact present. It was not the commander-in-chief, however, but one James Trump, no relation, an assistant U.S. attorney there for a supervised release hearing in an unrelated case. Even Paul Manafort, who could learn as soon as today that he has been convicted on 18 tax and bank fraud charges that might send him to jail for the rest of his life, couldn't contain a burst of laughter. The lesser-known Trump was quickly surrounded by reporters, to whom he explained that he has grown used to confusion about his identity and whether he might be related to the president. Trump, the one who runs the country, has been mentioned several times during the trial, including as the candidate for whom Manafort worked in 2016 and because the longtime GOP operative allegedly sought to land a bank CEO a job in Trump's administration in exchange for a questionable $16 million loan. Trump was not directly implicated in any of Manafort's alleged criminal behavior, most of which occurred well before he joined Trump's campaign. But Manafort's lawyers have implied that Mueller only prosecuted Manafort in order to win his cooperation in the former FBI director's wider probe into 2016 Russian election interference in contacts between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin. Though his name may elicit occasional laughter these days, James Trump is a deadly serious federal prosecutor. He helped to lead the Justice Department's 2015 prosecution of a former CIA agent accused of leaking classified details of a covert operation targeting Iran's nuclear program to a New York Times reporter. The case drew nationwide attention after the government sought to force the reporter, James Risen, to reveal the identity of his source. Risen refused, but Jeffrey Sterling was tried anyway. In the same courthouse where Manafort's fate will be decided, a federal judge sentenced Sterling to 3.5 years in federal prison. Sterling should be sentenced severely because what he did was deliberate. It was calculated, Trump, the prosecutor, said during the April 2015 hearing. What he did was unconscionable. Last year, James Trump was also reportedly assigned to a team of federal prosecutors examining the possibility of bringing criminal charges against the organization WikiLeaks, which has leaked classified U.S. diplomatic and military documents. WikiLeaks also made available thousands of Democratic emails during 2016 campaign in what some experts say was at least de facto cooperation with the Kremlin in support of Donald Trump's campaign. Trump, the president, meanwhile, has enthusiastically supported a crackdown on leakers in the intelligence community, although it is unclear whether he would support a prosecution of WikiLeaks, to which he expressed public gratitude for releasing the Democratic emails in 2016.